the English Premier League enters its 14th round this weekend. These are the fixtures. Leeds up against Bournemouth, Manchester City they play Fulham, Nottingham at home to Brentford, Wolves at home to Brighton, Everton they face Leicester, Chelsea will be seeing Arsenal, Aston Villa they play Manchester United, Southampton up against Newcastle, West Ham at home to Crystal Palace and Tottenham at home to Liverpool. League leaders Arsenal are away to Chelsea on Sunday, and ahead of this London derby, Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta downplayed any rift between himself and the former Gunners captain Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang.
A decision that you have to take, and there are different parties involved at the end of the day when someone is not with us anymore. And being a player and having the role that he's had at the club and how important he was, you always wish everybody the best. And when someone makes that decision to go somewhere else, they need to enjoy the profession, and he seems to be happy. Very dangerous, you know. If Oba's got something, it's the ability to put the ball in the back of the net, and he's going to be doing that the day that he decides that he's got enough of football.
Aubameyang has scored 3 goals for Chelsea since signing from Barcelona in the summer. The 33-year-old left Arsenal in controversial fashion in January, as he was basically kicked out by Arteta over a series of disciplinary issues. Aubameyang has riled Gunners fans with what he said in this promo for the game. Arsenal, nothing personal. I'm back. I'm blue. I'm ready. Is he ready, Lancey?
Well, I think he's a good enough player to make a mark here. I think he needs to make sure that his emotions don't get the better of him. Usually in a situation like this, a player in Aubameyang's position comes in pumped up because he feels he has something to prove. So he'll have to be as steady as he can be mentally, because he has the quality to hurt Arsenal. There's no question about it. Significant that Arteta in the pre-game press conference did, as you say, play down the contentious relationship that he had with Aubameyang towards the back end of his stint at Arsenal. But it is obvious that Aubameyang is carrying something in his heart. And London derbies are always brutal. And this is going to be a good match, I can tell you that, because Aubameyang wants to hurt Arsenal on the weekend.
With goals, of course.
With goals, yeah.
Will this be Graham Potter's toughest task?
Yeah. Yeah, it would have to be. Arsenal are top of the table at the moment and playing really well. Arsenal haven't lost a game since early September, except one PSV lost in the Europa League. So in the Premier League, they have been almost flawless, and they have been a team that has matured a lot, and they would come into this match as favourites based on form over Chelsea. So Potter has a lot on his plate here.
I know Arsenal, they have a couple of injury issues. Bukayo Saka, tentative. I'm not sure, because sometimes with these injuries, I know he's in training now, but sometimes with the injuries, we can't tell the extent until the game starts, right? Yeah. If he starts the match or whatnot. What do you think about Arsenal? The need for them to enter the break with a win at the top of the table.
Well, winning has been a habit for them, so.
A habit for this season. For this
season, yes, that's what I mean. So winning is something that they've been able to achieve consistently so far this season. And all they need to do is keep that up. And based on Chelsea's stuttering form, I don't think they will fear Chelsea per se. And based on how the two teams are setting up at the moment, heading to the break, Arsenal have enough tools to get past Chelsea. Chelsea, I think, have a huge fight on their hands here.
Raheem Sterling, he's been doing well for Chelsea. Do you expect him to, put up a stellar performance this weekend? Because I always believe this, and I don't know what my problem is. Whenever there's matches like these, the teams that are considered the underdog, they always find that extra lever, Lance. Mm-hmm. And I get the sense that Chelsea will want to do that.
Yeah, it's a Stamford Bridge game, isn't it? They're playing at home, Chelsea. So that is something that is a positive for them. You asked about Sterling. He got a goal yesterday in the Europa League, and goals are things that fuel attacking players
to get more.
So he would be happy with that coming into this game. But I can't argue against Arsenal being favourites for this match based on their form and how good they're playing.
Yeah, of
Consistency is what you need to win league titles, and Arsenal has displayed that without question since August.
Yeah, definitely. Well, another mouth-watering matchup. Liverpool are on the road this weekend. They travel to London to take on Tottenham Hotspur. Lance, do you see Liverpool's wait for a first away league win continuing?
I don't think so. I don't think it... Well, I would bet that it won't continue. I would bet on a Liverpool victory here. Their boss was in the news in the past 24 hours because the English FA has appealed against the decision to give him a £30,000 fine for his outburst on the touchline in the Man City game. They think they're disappointed that he has escaped the touchline ban, because a ban usually comes with a red card incident, so they aren't satisfied with that. A partial distraction to his assignment here, Kloppy, but I don't think Liverpool's inconsistency so far this season is something that will continue for the entire season, and I'm waiting for them to level themselves off and start getting favourable results consistently. And I have no reason to think that they'll win this weekend. Tottenham
Hotspur, just to add to your point, will be without the pace of Son Heung-min. We know what he can do for Tottenham. It's a bit unfortunate that he'll be missing due to that injury.
Tottenham without Son is a weaker team.
A lot of pressure on Harry Kane.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, well, what's for sure is we have a mouth-watering weekend of football. We're going to take a quick break. Come right back.